everyone, and welcome to another one of our videos. Today I'm going to be doing a review of these solar lights. These go in your garden. You can see right here they're stuck in the ground. Basically all they are little LED solar pucks. They have a stake on the bottom. You stick them into your gravel, into your yard, wherever, and they charge during the day, and then they have a light sensor, and they light up at night. So what I'm going to do is go ahead and take them out of the box, show you what they come with, and I'm going to go and place them outside on top of my rock to make sure that I get my placements right, show you what they look like at night, and then show you how to stake them in the ground. Alrighty, so in the box you get a little thank you card, a little tiny instruction pamphlet, and you get 4 of these lights in these little bubble wrap envelopes. So when you take the light out, you have the 2-piece stake. This is made out of plastic, so if you have really hard dirt or soil like we do in Arizona, you'll definitely want to chisel that out before you stick the stake in. I don't think this is going to just sink into the ground. And you get the LED light itself with little protective film over the solar panel. So what I'm going to do is go ahead and just simply place these out where I think I want them, let them charge during the day. It's in the morning right now, and then I'll come back at night, see how they look, make sure the placements are all correct, and if they are, then I'll stake them in the ground. Alright, so as you can see, I have the lights placed along the sides of my front walkway up to my front door. I'm liking the placement of these. They seem to be working perfectly right now. So what I'm going to do is check back in the morning, make sure everything's still all good, and I'll show you how I'm going to stake these into the ground. Alrighty, so at this point here I'm installing the next light. I installed the first one a few nights ago. It's been a while since I filmed the last clip just because it's been so hot here in Arizona. So what I'm doing now is getting ready to install the second, third, and fourth lights. What I'm doing in this case, I'm installing them in a rock landscaped area. So I pulled away the rock, I took a chisel and hammered it down into the ground. This is just a crappy chisel that I have on hand to use for this kind of stuff, yard work, anything like that. So took a crappy chisel, hammered it down to the ground to create a hole for the stake to go into. The reason for that is the very hard soil here in Arizona and the fact that the stakes are plastic. So what I'm going to do now is go grab one of the stakes, assemble it, put it on the back of the light, and I'm going to drop the light down into place. So I'll show you how to assemble the stakes and how to put them on the light, and I'll probably drop down into place off camera just so I can make sure I get everything aligned properly. Alright, so here I have one of the stakes. This is the top portion, this is the bottom portion. To assemble them, all you need to do is slip one onto the other. Make sure the slots go into place. Might be easier for you to do that on the ground. Just make sure you don't have your face or any delicate part of your body lined up against that in case you slip and fall onto it. Once you've gotten it assembled, you look at the bottom of the light, make sure you have the light in the on position, and all you need to do is drop the stake into these 4 holes on the bottom of the light, match those up with the 4 on the stake, press that into place, and then once you've done that, assuming your soil's not super hard, you'll just be able to press it down into the ground. In my case, it's going to be a little bit difficult just because we have such hard soil here in Arizona again, so I'm going to go ahead and do that off camera, make sure everything goes smoothly, and then I'll come back and show you the final result. Okay, as you can see, I have the light installed in the ground now. I have the rock all put back in place. I used some of the rocks to shim the light side to side and front to back to make sure it's all even and level with the concrete right here. And I did end up having to use some water because the soil again is so hard here in Arizona in order to get that chisel driven down into the ground and get the stake driven down into the dirt. So what I'm going to do is go ahead and install the other 2 lights, and then I'll come back and give you a shot of what the final product looks like. Okay everyone, here's a final shot of the lights installed and lit up at night. You can see I have these 2 pots in this front walkway, backlit with some landscaping lights, and then I have these along the walking path, offset as you go down the path. These were pretty easy to install, as you saw in the video. I've had a couple of them out for a little while longer than the other ones, and they've held up fine for rain and dust storms that we have in Arizona, so there's been no issues there. And overall, I think they're a really great product for the price. They're very, very reasonably priced if you look on Amazon, and they seem to be performing really well. So I'll keep you updated in the comments if there's any change as far as these failing or in the future or whatever. But with that, I want to thank you all for watching, and I'll see you in the next video.